Hey y'all, I'm Snow White and welcome back to Snow White and the Seven Does podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I have a big smile on my face, but what I'm about to say kind of contradicts my attitude. Today we're diving deep into a conversation that I believe so many of us are ready to have. One that might ruffle some feathers. The title of this episode, Brainwashed by Capitalism. From the way we measure our worth by productivity to how we chase happiness through shopping carts and social media, capitalism has quietly and sometimes aggressively shaped how we see ourselves and the world around us. This isn't about shaming success or demonetizing money. It's about waking up to a system that has trained us to hustle for value, fear rest, and consistently seek more, even when it costs us our peace, joy, or purpose. So take a breath, keep an open mind, and let's explore what it really means to unlearn reprogramming and reclaim your life on your own terms. Now we've got a couple things to unpack with that, so let's get started. What does it mean to be brainwashed by capitalism? To get a better understanding of this, we're going to compare social conditioning versus personal agency. So social conditioning is a process by which people in a society are trained to think, believe, feel, want, and react in a way that is approved by the society. It affects us all personally, physically, and financially. For example, 50% of marriages end in divorce in the United States. Nearly 10% of Americans have diabetes. About 17.3 million Americans are affected by depression disorder every single year. All these things have been fed to us since we were kids. I think the first time that I heard about the divorce rates was when I was probably 4. So in a capitalist society where you're bred to spend money, ask questions. Ask questions. Why am I doing this? What's the purpose of this? Do I like doing this? Is this gonna benefit my highest and best good? Is this for my highest and best good? Are the people that are doing this people that I wanna be? Is this something that helps society? Ask questions. Don't just do because everybody else is doing. Ask questions. Be an individual. Have a mind of your own. Don't just rely on AI and Google and all these things to tell you what to believe and things like that. I was watching a house tour of a $500 million mansion, like the Vanderbilt mansion in Rhode Island on YouTube. And I found it so interesting that this house from these, they were like the royalty of America when America was getting started. This guy started the railway system and everything like that. $500 million home. That's crazy. It's like a castle. And the whole home is decorated and coated with spiritual geography and symbolism. It had the flower of life all over the place, which is sacred geometry. It looks like this. If you're just listening to the podcast, you can Google the flower of life, and it's like sacred geometry that's seen all over in our creation of world. And these patterns are seen in leaves, trees, us, snails, everything. The tree of life, the mandala, all these spiritual symbols were shown in this house that was so old. It was from when America was getting started up. The caduceus, the symbol of healing. It's a practice of balancing opposing forces for harmony. In modern symbolism, it reminds us of the importance of communication and balance and healing. But it's just so fascinating. It seems like we are disconnected from spirituality, where we've almost taken a step back from our connection with the divine and creation. And in the past, they had more time for leisure and they were more connected with nature, and they weren't as reliant on trends and the internet to tell them what they like. And it was more a time of personal authenticity. The wealth that family attained as well, and their understanding of spirituality that they obviously had because of those symbolisms in the house that they built is mind-blowing to me. And personal agency is the ability to shape your own destiny, to not need all these people to tell you what to do, where to go to college, get a 9-to-5. And I'm so sorry, because if that's the path that you want to take, go to college, get a 9-to-5, nothing wrong with that. The only reason why I'm using that as an example is because in our society, that is the general mill. That's where the sheep go. You're a black sheep if you don't go that direction. That's where the sheep go. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to degrade you. I'm not trying to tell you that you're on the wrong path or anything like that, because what you're doing could have major purpose. If it has major purpose and you feel amazing, You're doing amazing. I love it for you. I love it for you. I want nothing but the happiest outcome for you. Literally. I'm only making this video because I want the world to feel amazing and to have unlimited abundance and to have this freedom within themselves. I'm only trying to challenge your thinking. Have I been social conditioned? Have I been brainwashed by capitalism? In what ways have I been brainwashed by capitalism? Is this something that I really want, or is this something that I have been trained to want? How has capitalism shaped my thoughts, my values, and my desires from birth? Through media, through education, through my family's expectations. How has all of this impacted me? And is this what I really want, or is this what everyone else is telling me what I should want? Another belief system that has been nailed into us since birth is that productivity equals worth. How to hustle and grind has become a moral virtue. And there is guilt framed around rest and leisure. Rest is seen as laziness. You are not a human doing. You are not a machine. We're not forced to do any of it. We just do it because of how we're trained to be. If we all decide to be a black sheep, guess what? The person working the 9 to 5 is now the black sheep, and that's the uncommon lifestyle, and it's just gonna fade out, and our world will change and turn to something else. A life of service and creation fulfills. A life of temporary attachment is suffering. So if you could flip-flop it and live a life of service and creation, instead of constantly chasing a feeling that you will never obtain in this concrete world, would you? It's our choice. So guys, can I ask you guys, as a collective, let's raise our hands. Who likes the life that we're living? Who wants to continue to have 20 vacation days a year? Who? If you could flip-flop it, if you could, would you? Would you? You do whatever you want to do. I'm gonna do me. There's an identity trap of who am I if I'm not producing something? For a second, take it all away. Take away your car, take away your house, take away the clothes, take away this identity of you for a second. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? What type of value do I add to the world? What type of purpose do I have? What type of love and experience am I having? Am I enjoying myself? The happier you are, the more you receive. The more at ease your body feels, the more you receive. And capitalism doesn't want you to know that. Can I ask you a question? The examples that you look up to, what does their day-to-day look like? Are they spending their time doing work that doesn't define them, that is just to pay their bills? What about if you took away the limitations, if you took away your blocks, if you took away this social construct and you just asked yourself what you wanted and you believed that you could attain it? Because, shoot, there's people that go from homeless to billionaires. There's people that go from billionaires to homeless. There's infinite possibilities. And science has now proved that your mentality and mindset and emotional vibe, the vibe that you let off through the emotions and thoughts and habits you have, creates your reality. I'm fully responsible for every single choice, every single thing in my reality I created. And I put up all these limitations so I can take them down as well. I can have whatever I desire, or I can have none of it because I don't believe in it. I just want to challenge your thinking. I just want to open your mind to see your value, your unlimited potential. Because capitalism profits off of your insecurities. Everybody wanting to look the same, body standards, beauty standards. Your beauty is your authenticity. And you're allowing society to take away your beauty. And you're telling society that they're not good enough in turn. because you don't see the beauty in yourself. If you keep chasing the physical, you're just gonna be empty. It's never, ever gonna fulfill you. You're not going deep enough. You're not looking yourself in the mirror. You are a prime example of social conditioning. Body trends and monetized fixes. The most irritating body trend is the eating disorder body trend. We are fed this image of what a woman should look like, and all of it's freaking plastic or like sucked out of them on the waist and put into their butt or whatever else. These fillers, waist trainers, detoxes, it's all a money grab on your insecurities, and you're allowing it to have power over you. You're allowing it to tell you that you're not good enough. You're allowing it to steal your worth. Because if you stood there and said, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I love myself as I am, that is way hotter, way sexier, like, than changing yourself for society standards. It's not the lantern that lights the way, it's what's inside the lantern, the fire inside the lantern that leads the way. There's an illusion of self-love being sold back to us in products. Capitalism wants you to believe that a matcha every day and a $200 gym and da-da-da-da-da is health and wealth and da-da-da. Having good, positive relationships with people who want the best for you is wealth. Having inner knowing that everything's okay, calm, peace, alone time, rest time, time to lay in the grass every day, time to go on a walk every day, not just on Sundays, you know? That's wealth. And really wealthy people will tell you their parents don't work or they don't work. My mom, she's a millionaire, okay? I call her, I work for her right now. I wish I was her, okay? One day, I hope to be her. Because I call her, Mom, where are you? You haven't been here in like a month or two. She tells me, the boss isn't there. They hire people to be there so that they can enjoy. Rich people hire people to do the work that they don't want to do so that they can enjoy. Your job is someone else's passive income. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Your boss is not working right now. The guy who owns your company, he is not working right now, most likely. And if he is, his money's probably working for him. He probably has investments that work for him. He's got you working for him, so he's making money. Now, this is the most important thing I'm going to say this episode. Capitalism teaches us to compete rather than collaborate, putting us in a scarcity mindset. Always feeling like there's not enough time, money, attention, da-da-da-da-da. It's common to fear giving. Like, if I give this person a gift, if I spend money on them, then I won't have money for X, Y, and Z. It's commonly hard for people to share or rest. These are all hoarding mentalities. Also, low vibrational emotional states of being, which is just creating more of that emotional state. No one meditates anymore. It's very rare. It's very rare to meet someone who meditates on a daily basis. It's very rare to meet someone who knows their power. That's exactly what I just said. Those two sentences were exactly the same. Very rare for someone to meditate on a daily basis. Very rare for someone to know their power. Because when you close your eyes and stop thinking about time, place, person, you, all these things, this identity of this life that you have built now, when you release that and become one with all, just become pure awareness of infinite possibilities, awareness of your power, awareness to your connection with the divine, you are unlimited. There's a reason why people don't have time to meditate. You don't have time to find your power? Are you kidding? Ignorance is bliss for sure. And I can't blame any of y'all because it's what you've been trained and taught your entire life. And the only reason why I became aware of this is because I was so severely depressed that I tried to take my life, and I was so hopeless. I was so hopeless that, shoot, I guess I'll try. You know, like, I'll try meditation, I'll try this. I'll try to believe, I'll try to have faith because I am out of options. And And I do not want you to have to hit rock bottom. And maybe you won't ever hit rock bottom. Hitting rock bottom, though, was the best thing that ever happened to me. The best thing that ever happened to me. So that's why I'm sharing my story. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Take your fucking power back. Stop being a sheep. Because I don't want to live alone in this black sheep realm. It's not fun being a black sheep. It's not fun constantly putting a mirror up to people and people running away from you because they're too scared to look at themselves. You reclaim your mind by healing. So you know how they say hurt people, healed people, heal people too. And so if you are traumatized, hurt, broken, you're not alone. You're not broken. Is it like, if you feel that way, I completely understand where you're coming from. I completely understand how hard it is, how dark and scary it can be. But you making that tough choice to be different, to put yourself first, to have high self-worth, to go after your dreams, to live a life that you really love, to meditate daily, to raise your vibe, to inspire others, to challenge others. You doing that, you healing yourself heals the world. You going to therapy, reading self-help books, taking time to do that inner work. If you're like a human, you've been battered and bruised in some way. If you're human, like, you're flawed. If you're human, you're flawed. And that's okay. Perfectionism is never the goal. Depth, alignment, and vision is the goal. Awareness and mindfulness will help you decondition your mind from being brainwashed. Take time to redefine success, joy, and your values on your own terms. Break away all these things that you've been taught. Break it away. Let it go for a second. And meet yourself. Look in the mirror and find your beauty, your power, your joy, your purpose. There is a path. There is a purpose. It's the path that feels the best. Choose purpose, choose community, and creativity over profit. So if you've ever felt like you've been running on a treadmill that you didn't choose, chasing goals that don't feel like yours, or buying things that never really fill the void, you're not alone. We've all been shaped by systems we didn't consciously agree to. But the beauty is, awareness is the beginning of freedom. The moment you start asking questions, the spell starts to break. And you get to redefine what success means to you. You get to rest without guilt. You get to choose intention over impulse, purpose over profit. Thank you so much for being here with me in this conversation. I hope it sparked something in you or unspooled a thread that you'll keep following. If it did, please share it with a friend or someone who needs to hear it. And if you're on your own path of unlearning and reclaiming, I highly recommend checking out my link tree down below. My Etsy has a 4-week high vibe challenge, which is a 4-week manifestation journal that helps you reclaim your power, know your self-worth, frame your self-image, and restructure your belief system for abundance. So that's in my link tree. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's keep waking up together. Until next time, keep choosing truth, rest, and don't forget that you're a princess. I'm Snow White. This is Snow White and the 7 Does podcast. I'll see you next week.